Very good evening, children. Welcome to Akshar online classes. This is Gafar sir, your physics faculty, IIT physics faculty. Now, one thing I need to confirm with you: is my voice audible? Is my voice audible? Tell me, bro. Nayan Siddhartha, is my voice audible? So give a response. You can type or you can talk. Is my voice is audible? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now let's start our physics IIT classes. In physics, the very first chapter in IIT is mechanics. In physics, very first chapter is what? Mechanics. So let's talk about mechanics. Mechanics. So what is mean by mechanics? The mechanics nothing but it is study about motion of the object. What is mean by mechanics? Study about motion of object. The study about motion of the object is called mechanics, and it has three branches. It has how many branches? Three branches. It has three branches. Very first one is kinematics. Second one is dynamics. Third one is statics. Okay, it has three branches. Mechanics has three branches. One is kinematics, one more is dynamics, one more is statics. Why we are discussing here this mechanics branch? Because you are, for example, you are going to school to home, home to school, and you are going to your relative home, and you are going to your granny's home, and you are going to shopping, and you are going to market. This is the way you are traveling from one place to other place. But when you are traveling, some people go by bus, some people go by auto, some people go to the relative or to the New York or to the UK by what? By aeroplane. This is the way many modes of traveling will go one place to other place. But while going, some are moving very short time, some are moving very long time, some are moving to other place. Very days of journey it happened. But why these days of journey is happening? Why they are moving very short? Why they are moving very quick time? Even we are moving from Earth to Mars also. We are sending the satellites from Earth to Mars. We are sending the satellites to Earth to Moon. This is the way many ways we are traveling from one position to other position. While traveling, everybody will move. But some will move very fast, someone will move very low, someone will move very quickly. But why this difference is happening? To study the difference, we have to study mechanics branch, because in this mechanics branch, we will learn all the details in detail. Why they are moving fast, why they are moving slowly, why they are moving in a circular path, why they are moving in a oscillating, why they are moving, why they are jumping. These all things will learn in mechanics branch. That is the reason very important topic it is. Very important topic it is. Yeah, next. Now in this mechanics branch, we'll learn first of all kinematics. Because this is the first branch of mechanics, so that we learn kinematics. But here, mechanics means study about motion of the object. But what is this having branches? This is also kinematics, also motion of the object, study about motion of the object. This dynamics also study about motion of the object. Even this static also study about motion of the object. But what is the difference between these kinematics, dynamics, and statics? Because these all three branches belongs to mechanics. But what is the variation between these branches? Now coming to the kinematics. Kinematics is a study about motion of the object without cause of motion. So this is nothing but what? Without cause of motion. Without cause of motion. Without cause of motion, the study about branch is called kinematics. Now what is mean by dynamics? Dynamics also study about motion of the object with cause of motion. With cause of motion. Similar way, what is mean by static? Static also study about motion of the object, but which are at rest position. Which are at rest position. So these are the three branches. All will study about motion of the object, but mainly difference is in the kinematics branch we will study about the motion of the object without having cause of motion. In this dynamics branch we will study about motion of the object with cause of motion. In statics we will deal the motion of the object which are at rest position. So that is the main difference between this kinematics, dynamics and statics. Now here one thing here, one question I am having. What is this cause of motion? What is this cause of motion? The cause of motion anyway, cause of motion anyway is nothing but cause of motion. Cause of motion is nothing but force. Cause of motion is what? Force. Which means in kinematics branch we cannot study about motion we cannot study about force. In kinematics branch we cannot study about force. Without study about the force, we'll explain about motion of the object is called kinematics. Similar way, dynamics. Dynamics means it is also study about motion of the object with cause of motion, which means in dynamics branch we'll deal about force. Okay, I'll give one interesting thing. I will say one interesting thing, that is nothing but we'll learn in dynamics Newton laws. You know about Newton. In this dynamics branch we learn about Newton and Newton's properties, Newton laws. Similar way, statics means the object which are at rest position we will learn. Actually this topic is very advanced level topic. We will go in +1, +2 topics very detailedly. So until now for you as a foundation only will explain about kinematics and dynamics branches. Kinematics and dynamic branches. So this is all about kinematics, dynamics and statics. Now let's start one by one. First kinematics branch. Kinematics. What is mean by kinematics? Already I explained just now. Kinematics means it is a study about motion of the object without having the cause of motion. Now, but to study any kind of motion, we require some physical quantities. To study any kind of motion, we require physical quantities. What are the physical quantities will helping you to study the motion of the object? What are the physical quantities will helping you to study the motion of the object? That is, first one is distance or displacement. Second one is speed or velocity. Third one is acceleration. Third one is what? Acceleration. Along with these physical quantities, we will include time also. Along with these physical quantities, we will include time also. So what does it mean by kinematics? Kinematics nothing but study about motion of the object without cause of motion to study the motion of the object, we require some physical quantities. The physical quantities are distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. These three physical quantities will helping you to study the motion of the object. Okay, now one by one we will learn about these physical quantities so that we can study the motion of the object. Okay, let's start one by one. I'll go one by one. In that, first one is distance. Write down everyone distance. Distance. So what is mean by distance? Write down the definition. The actual path covered by the object. The actual path covered by the object is called distance. The actual path followed by the object is called distance. Now for example, we have a home here, and somewhere over here our school present. Somewhere over here our school is present. Now somewhere over here our school is present. Now from home to school, this is the way we have the path. This is the way we have the path from home to school. Now when to move from home to school, you'll follow this is the way the path. When you're following this is the way the path, this path is called actual path followed by the object. This path is called actual path followed by the object. Since this length is called distance. So in this distance, this length will measure, generally length will measure in meters. So distance also measured in meters. So distance units are what? Distance units, meters. Even this is the distance units are meters, and even other units also there. The other units are kilometer, represent with km, and even in miles also will measure the distance, miles. In miles also will measure the distance. So because why we are measuring the distance in miles, kilometers, and in meters? Because the distance is nothing but actual length covered by the object. So that we are measuring the distance as in meters, in kilometers, in miles. So this is the way we can explain about the distance. Now I will give one example to you for better understanding. I will give one example. For example, a car is this. Let me take a car. This is a car. He is moving in a circular path. A car is moving in a circular path. The circular path radius is R. R is the radius of the circular path. When the car is moving in a circular path, when car covers one rotation, when car covers one cycle, what is the distance covered by the car? When car completes one cycle, what is the distance covered by the car? So write down the question. When car covers one cycle, what is the distance? What is the distance covered by the car? What is the distance covered by the car? So now already you will learn this problem, you learn this answer by using the actual definition of the distance. What is the actual definition of the distance? The actual definition of the distance is actual path followed by the object. See here, this is a car or is our object. This object is now moving in a circular path. When the object moving in a circular path, it will cover the actual path is nothing but circumference of the circle or circumference of the circumference of the circle. But what is the circumference of the circle? According to the mathematics, circumference of the circle is nothing but, let me take the circumference of the circle as S, then S is equal to 2 pi r. Since our distance covered by the body when it is complete one cycle is nothing but 2 pi r. So this is one example. Note down, this is one example. Similar way I will give one more. Similar way I will give one more. The one more is one more example about distance. Now a man is traveling along this path. A man is traveling along this path. Actually the path is nothing but square. The man is traveling started at A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is a path. When man is traveling any A, B, C, D path, actually this path look like a square. When a square, if the side is let me take A, if the side length is A, what is the distance covered by the man when he started at A and reached at A? My question is, what is the distance covered by the man when it is started at A and when it is reaching to the A? Means one complete cycle, when he complete one cycle, what is the distance covered by the man in this situation? When side length is A, what is the distance covered by the man when he complete one cycle? Can you tell me what is the distance? So look at here, when he traveling, in which path he will travel? He will travel from A to B, B to C, and C to D, and D to A. So this is the way he will travel. When he traveling, this is the way, this is the actual path followed by the object. So in this case, if the side length is A, even this side is also A, this side is also A, even this side is also A, because it is a square. For a square, all sides are equal. When for a square, all sides are equal. When he started at A, he traveled A to B. When he traveling A to B, he covered the distance A. When he traveling B to C, he covered the distance A. When he traveling from C to D, he covered the distance A. Even for D to A, he covered the distance A. Totally how many distance of A he covered? 4 A's he have covered. So that total distance, let me take as a S. Then S is equal to 4 into A. This is your distance covered by the man when he complete one cycle. Understand? Similar way, I will give one more example. One more example. A man started at, a car is started at here, at A. Car is started at A and traveling some distance 1 kilometer in the north direction. A car started at A, 1 kilometer moved in the north direction, and he turned, he take 90 degrees turning, and moved to east direction, moved to east direction 4 kilometers, moved to east direction 4 kilometers. When he moved 4 kilometers in east direction, he reached the point B. He started at A, moved north direction 1 kilometer, and take the turning of 90 degrees and turn it to east direction and reach it to point B. In this case, how much is the distance traveled by the man? How much is the distance traveled by the man? Can you tell me what is the distance traveled by the man? Can you tell me distance traveled by the man in this case? Yes, very good. Because What is mean by distance? Distance is nothing but the actual path followed by the object. So in this case, from A to this position 1 kilometer, from this position to B is 4 kilometer. Since the total distance is how many? 5 kilometer is your distance. Very good. 5 kilometer is your distance. Please note down. And next same way, I'll give one more question. I'll give one more question. I'll give one more question. A man is traveling in a man is traveling in a rectangular path or else in a square path. A man is traveling in a square path, A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. This is the way he is traveling. Here the side of the square is 4 meters. You can take it is a 2 kilometers. The side of the square is how much, Babu? 2 kilometers. When the side of the square is 2 kilometer, when he covers, first question, when he covers one cycle, what is the distance traveled by the man? Okay, what is the distance traveled by the man when he covers one cycle? That is your first question. Can you tell me what is the answer? What is the distance covered by the man when he covers one cycle? Yeah, how much it is? Yeah, look at here, the distance covered by the man if it is one cycle. So let me take the man is started at A. He covered A to B is 2 kilometer, B to C is 2 kilometer, C to D is 2 kilometer, even D to A is 2 kilometer. So totally how many 2 kilometers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 twos are how much, Babu? 8. So 8 kilometer is covered in one cycle. So this is the first question. Very good. First question answer is what? 4 into 2, that is equal to 8 kilometers. Very good. This is correct. You are correct. Similar way, when he covers 2 cycles, what is your distance covered by the man? When he covers 2 cycles, what is the distance covered by the man? Can you tell me what is the distance covered by the man when he covers 2 cycles? What is the distance? Yeah, very good. That is actually for one cycle it is 8 kilometer. He covered 2 times, so that 8 into 2, which is equal to 16 kilometer. Excellent. Now my one more question is, third question in this case. The third question is, when he covers 3.5 cycle, means 3.5 cycle, then what is the distance covered by the man in his path? What is the distance covered by the man in his path when he covered 3.5 cycle? Can you tell me what is the distance covered by the man when he covered 3.5 cycle? Tell me what is the answer? 3.5 cycle means 3.5 cycle. How much is the answer? Can you tell me what is the answer? 28 kilometer. Let us see whether it's 28 or not. When he covered three cycles, what is the total distance? The 3 times means 3 into 8, because for each cycle it is 8 kilometer. It is happened 3 times, so 3 into 8 is equal to how much? 3 8s are 16 plus 8, how much, Nana? 3 8s are 20, 24 kilometers. 3 8s are 24. But this is for 3 cycles, but one more half cycle is there. One more half cycle is there. What is a half cycle? Half cycle means 2 plus 2, totally 2. Totally, one more half cycle is what? One more half cycle plus 4, that is equal to 28 kilometers. This is how the total distance covered in 3.5 cycle. It is very much correct. It is very much correct. 28 kilometers. Very good. Now same way, I'll give one more question. I'll give one more question related to when a body covers, an object is covering in a object is moving in a circular path. Radius is 5. Radius is 20 meters. A particle moving in a circular path. The radius of the circular path is 20 kilometers. So the particle is started at somewhere over here. The particle is started at somewhere over here. It is completed one cycle. It is completed one cycle. When it is completed one cycle, what is the distance covered by the particle for one cycle? Tell me, what is the distance covered by the particle for one cycle? Distance covered by the particle one cycle. In this second problem, what is the distance covered by the particle in one cycle? Can you tell me? Tell me, what is the distance covered by the particle in one cycle? So in one cycle, distance covered by the particle is nothing but actual path covered by the body. The actual path covered by the body is nothing but, particle is nothing but, let me take some S. S is the actual path covered by the body. That is nothing but circumference of the circle. The circumference of the circle is nothing but 2 pi r. 2 into pi into, what is r here? R is the radius of the circular path, that is 20. So totally 40 pi meters is the distance travelled by the body when it is complete one cycle. Okay, note down, this is the distance travelled by the body in its one cycle. Next, I'll give one more question. I'll give one more question. The one more question is same thing, same question. This is the circular path. For the circular path, distance is, radius is 10 meters. Radius is 10 meters. The object is started at here and it is traveling in a circular path. It is completed 2 cycles. The object is covered 2 cycles. What is the distance covered by the body? When the particle is covering 2 cycles, what is the distance covered by the body? When a particle covers 2 cycles, what is the distance covered by the particle? Tell me, what is the answer? Answer I want. So the distance covered by the body is nothing but actual path followed by the object. Here actual path is nothing but circular path. Circular path is nothing but circumference. The circumference, it is covered 2 times. Since you can take 2 into 2 pi r, then 2 into 2 pi into, what is r here? R is nothing but 10. Totally 440 pi is your answer. This is your answer. This is the way you can do, you can find the distance covered by the body in a actual path. So this is what I thought to explain about a distance. For today, you can do from your books about distance problems. Tomorrow we'll continue the displacement problems as well as velocity, displacement, next speed. Tomorrow we'll continue. For today, I will stop the session. Thank you very much. Bye.